am delighted to be able to welcome a man who I have come to appreciate as the type of forceful voice, the type of figure who we need to be able to lead us through this challenge. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to Congressman Peter King.
First of all, let me just say we are much safer now than we were on September 10th, 2001. I can give you many reasons why. Some of the basic ones are, first, we're aware of the problem, and we were not sufficiently aware of it on September 10th, 2001, September 11th, 2001. Also, there's been a tremendous integration and cooperation amongst our foreign allies and foreign countries. And I say allies and countries because even countries who are not allied with us, who may not share other interests with us, are united with us as far as the threat of Islamic terrorism. In our own country right today, we do have much, much stronger cooperation amongst all the components of the intelligence community, CIA, FBI, DIA, the intelligence agencies for the various uniformed services, state police, local police, the cooperation. The walls have not entirely broken down. You still have some turf battles going on, but again, it's light years ahead of where it was prior to September 11th.
Are you concerned about the prospect of homegrown terrorism of that variety here? And, if so, what should we be doing to address it?
Yeah, I think we always have to be concerned. I mean, going back years ago in New York, we had the Mad Bomber here, George Metesky. I mean, when I was a kid, Mad Bomber, we had Timothy McVeigh. We've had the Unabomber, the Zodiac Killer. We've had people bombing abortion clinics. There's always going to be threats from the left and the right, and law enforcement has to deal with them. If they believe additional resources are needed, if they believe that more should be done, then we should do it. I was one of the only Republicans in the 1990s who called for federal investigation of the militia movement because I thought that it was spreading from state to state and there was not sufficient resources to deal with it.
Right now there's legislation pending in the Congress that would reserve some additional radio spectrum, the D block, for first responders. The 9/11 Commission pointed out that lack of coordination, the inability of first responders to communicate with each other was a serious impediment to the response to the attack at the Trade Center. The bill is passing through the Senate with bipartisan support. Kirsten Gillibrand is one of the sponsors. House Republicans, such as Greg Walden, have been opposing it. They would like to auction off that bandwidth as a deficit reduction effort. Where do you stand on that? And is this an example of kind of politics as usual? And how do we address things like that?
Yeah, my strong belief is that from both a human perspective and from a dollars and cents perspective, for that matter, is that we have to have D-block. We have to have interoperability. We have to have bandwidth reserved just for law enforcement and first responders, for police, fire, emergency service workers. Apart from the tragic loss of life that could occur by not having it, just the financial aspects. If we have a successful attack and that's carried out because we're unable to communicate with each other, whatever savings that we accumulated by auctioning off bandwidth, it's going to be far exceeded by the terrible economic devastation and the results, whether you're looking at it from a human perspective or from a dollars and cents perspective.